Hello students, this is Hardik sir, and today we will be starting our part 2 of Civics chapter 2, Role of the Government in Health from standard 7. We have completed part 1 ending with the story of the Hakim Sheikh. We have not gone through the story, but in this video we will be starting with the story. Before starting the story, we will find something given below the story. You can find it is written as read the story given above. Then imagine that you are a judge in the court. Means there is some sort of scene in the court. And what would you say to Hakim Sheikh if you are the judge in the court? So after reading the story only we can judge that what should be said to Hakim Sheikh. So before without wasting time, let us start our story. So the story of Hakim Sheikh. Hakim Sheikh was a member of the Paschim Banga Khet Mazdoor Samiti. You can find the abbreviated form PBKMS. That means Paschim Banga Khet Mazdoor Samiti. From the beginning two words Paschim Banga, that means that is West Bengal, it wants to suggest. So PBKMS is an organization of agricultural laborers in West Bengal. So one evening in 1992, now the story starts about Hakim Sheikh. One evening in 1992, he accidentally fell off a running train and suffered head injuries. So from running train as he fell off, so you can understand he was injured. He had many injuries on his head, and because of that he was in a very serious condition. And being in a very serious condition, he needed immediate treatment. So the story starts with the introduction that Hakim Sheikh, who was a member of Paschim Banga Khet Mazdoor Samiti, which is an organization of agricultural laborers in West Bengal, and one evening as he fell off a running train, his condition became very serious because of head injuries. He was taken to a hospital in Kolkata, but they refused to admit him. You can find they refused to admit him. And why they refused? Because they didn't have a spare bed. So as they first visited the government hospital in Kolkata, but because of having no spare bed, he was not admitted in the hospital. Another hospital did not have the facility or the specialized doctors necessary for that particular treatment of head injuries. There were no specialized doctors for head injuries, and that's why he was not able to be admitted in that hospital also. In this way, he spent 14 hours in a critical state. That you can understand, though he had head injuries, he fell off the running train and still he was not given treatment up to 14 hours. So his condition had now become very critical, and then he was taken to 8 different government hospitals, you can understand, but none of them admitted him. He couldn't get his admission in any of the hospital, and unfortunately was not given any kind of treatment for 14 hours. Finally he was admitted in a private hospital. There he received the treatment. He spent a lot of money for his treatment. After being cured, he was very angry and upset over the indifferent attitude of all hospitals that refused to admit him. Because you can understand, he had to spend a lot of money, and that's why you can see he was very angry and upset because no hospital admitted him. Hakim Sheikh and PBKMS, that organization, filed a case in the court. Now, after reading the story, you have to judge that what you would say to Hakim Sheikh. And what exactly Hakim Sheikh was told, that also we will be seeing in the same part. But till that time, you yourself think, and if you want, you can answer in comment. We have another story also just following this with the title The Cost of a Cure. Here you can find first some school children. There are two friends in the story, Ranjan and Aman. They both are very good friends. Ranjan comes from a very good well-to-do family, means he is very rich, while Aman's parents have to struggle for the ends meet, means they are very poor. So you can find Ranjan, this is the boy, and Aman, he is Aman. Just getting down from the bus, you can find he is Aman. He is not so rich as Ranjan is. So in the beginning of the story, you can find Ranjan greeting Aman. He says, "Hi Aman, good to see you back. How have you been?" So now he replies, means Aman replies, "I had viral fever and had to go to the hospital." So Aman was ill, he had fever and he had to go to hospital. But the same scenario has happened with Ranjan also. So he says, "Oh, me too. I just got back to school on Monday." Means he immediately came back to school. "My daddy take me to see the doctor at the new hospital in Kingsway, and it was very exciting." Means after visiting a hospital also he was very excited because he found something new. He was excited by seeing a new hospital in Kingsway, as you can see. So his daddy had taken him to the new hospital. What about Aman? Let us see first Ranjan's experience. So Ranjan, as he visited the hospital, in the beginning itself you can find he says the building looked so posh, so rich. I thought it was a five-star hotel. Means the hospital didn't look like hospital. For him it was like a five-star hospital, five-star hotel. And daddy said that was because it was a private hospital with the best of facilities. Means this hospital had best of facilities and it was the private one. In the beginning itself, his daddy had to pay rupees 500 at the reception counter itself. At the reception counter itself, the entry, as soon as they took the entry, they entered the hospital, they had to pay rupees 500 before even meeting the doctor. There was nice music playing and everything was really clean and shiny. So as you can see, it was very posh building. Correct, you have seen in the beginning itself it looked like five-star hotel. So it was very clean and shiny. The doctor asked for many tests. So he had fever, and for that also he was asked to go with many tests, but everyone was so friendly. And the lady who took his blood, here you can find the lady who took my blood for tasting, told me so many jokes so that he cannot have any kind of pain. So he just forgot his pain. Here also you can find the example. And have you heard the one about Batman on reality TV? Means she is just asking him such questions and keeping him busy in talking so that at least he can forget his pain. Now what happens after the test? So as he had gone through many tests, after the test results came, they came back to the doctor, they went back to the doctor. So he and his father, you can find here, they visited the doctor again. He looked through them and said everything was fine. Means he had not much any problem, he had only a viral fever and he prescribed some medicines and rest. Here you can find the way of describing, that is also very different in private hospitals. So the doctor says, "And so young man, this pink pill should be taken 3 times a day and the white tablet once before bedtime. That's for the body ache." Means he informs even that which tablet you are going to use for body ache. And this one is a syrup, don't worry, it's tasty. So he also talked in a very good manner, as he said that everyone was very kind. And then he said, "Thank you to the doctor, I feel better already." Means after visiting such a hospital, he started feeling very better. So here you can find the another part. You see, I have been dying to tell you about it, but what about you? So now the part of Aman gets started. This was the experience of Ranjan, who visited a private hospital. Now we are going to discuss about Aman's. Before starting his words also, he gets little hesitated. He says, "It wasn't as nice as yours at all." Means it was not so nice hospital. At first, Abba, he wants to say his daddy, Abba didn't want to take me because he said it would take too much time. So because of time, as they will have to invest much time for the treatment, his daddy was not ready to take him to the hospital. And in fact, in reality, the same thing happened. He informs that we went to a big government hospital. So Aman, as I told you in the beginning, the boy did not belong to a very rich family. He belonged to a very poor family. They visited a government hospital. He says that we had to wait in a long queue at the OPD counter. OPD, that is outpatient department, means that is the first entry point where the patient meets, consults, and he is guided to which unit he is supposed to go. So at the OPD counter itself there was a very long queue, and there much time was invested there only. Then he says, I was feeling so sick that I had to lean on Abba all the time. He was so sick, but still he had to stand in a line. You can find here that he was lean on his daddy. So when our turn came, the doctor examined me and asked for a blood test. Then we had to go and stand another long queue. So another long queue was there again. So for after examination of the doctor also, for getting his test, he had to again stand in a long queue. Even in that queue also, people were crowding around in a testing room too. So in testing room you can find the picture of testing room also. There is a huge crowd. There are so many people together. We got the test results after 3 days. There you have found in private hospital they were given on the same day. Here they got the test after 3 days and went back to the hospital. There was a different doctor that day. Now in that hospital we have seen with Ranjan's experience, the same doctor assisted him again. So as there was a new doctor, she asked him to show their OPD card again and the test results quickly please. So you can understand, because there was a long queue of patients, so they have to be very fast. And she now suggests that he seems to be, means Aman seems to be suffering from about of viral fever, nothing to worry about. So he also had only a viral fever and he had not to worry. All he needed was only one fever reducing medicine and the thing was over. So now after listening these both the stories, both the experiences of both friends, one has visited private hospital, one has visited government hospital. So now they both, after listening each other's story, they now share their own morals. So Ranjan first says, my hospital was nice, but they gave me many medicines and the whole thing cost quite a lot. Means he had to expense a lot of money. And here Aman says, oh, my treatment didn't cost much. So as he was taken to a government hospital by his dad, so he didn't have much cost of the treatment. So after going through these stories, we are also helped with some of the questions. So the first you can find here, that where do you go when you are ill? Obviously you go to hospital, but whether it's a public or a private, means it's a government or a private hospital, then are there any problems that you face? You have to write a paragraph based on your experience. I request you to write. If you will not think and write, that means you haven't learnt anything. You will just be cramming the data and answering the questions, and that is not the real motive of education. Next also you are helped with the question, what problems did Aman face in the government hospital? How do you think the hospital can work in a better manner? At least give two ideas that how hospital can work in a better manner. According to you, there should be at least two ideas. Of your age children at least can write two answers. Then we have the next question, why did Ranjan have to spend so much money? Give at least again two reasons. At your age you can really answer more than two, but I want minimum 2 reasons that why did Ranjan have to spend so much money. Next also we have the question, what problems do we face in private hospitals? Again I request you to write only 2 points. Please keep all these things noted in your notebook so that at least you can prove to yourself that you have studied something, not crammed only. Next we are helped up with the subheading, that is public and private healthcare services. Means from the above two stories, Hakim Sheikh and two friends, that is Aman and Ranjan, the cost of a cure. From those two stories we have come to know that there are two main categories of healthcare facilities in India. You can find here public healthcare facilities and private healthcare facilities. So it has two categories. So first we will be starting with public healthcare facilities in this video itself. But before starting with public health services, we will discuss that how government is able to provide us with such services. So before we start, we will have some knowledge that why do we pay taxes to the government, because from those taxes only we are given such facilities. So let us start with why pay taxes to government. You can find the same column in your textbook also. So in the beginning you can see government uses tax money for providing many public services. You have seen public services, they are for the public welfare, people's welfare. It can be education, roads, railways, means transportation. You have seen healthcare facilities which we are studying. So these are all these services. So this money comes from the taxes. So our taxes which we have paid, so government uses that tax money for providing many public services for the benefit of all citizens. Because you can see some services such as defense, police, judicial system, highways, which benefit all the citizens. Otherwise, if these are all not provided by the government, then what will happen? Will the citizens be able to organize these services for themselves? No, the citizens cannot organize these services, and that's why the government has to organize, and for that the tax is collected. So the taxes fund developmental programs. Means from those taxes only there are certain developmental programs and services are undertaken, such as education, healthcare, employment, social welfare, vocational training, etc. So these are all programs for development, and these are done or these are funded by the money of taxes. So they are all required to the needy citizens, and tax money is utilized for relief and rehabilitation also in case of natural disasters. And what are the natural disasters? Like floods, earthquakes, tsunami, etc. So by that time, if there has to be some relief work done or rehabilitation program, means to resettle the people who have lost their houses, who have lost their property, so for that relief and rehabilitation work is funded or is done with the money of taxes in the case of flood, earthquake and tsunami. Space, nuclear and missile programs are also funded from the revenues collected as taxes. So such programs are also funded by taxes. So you can find that our money of taxes has a huge role to play. Government provides some services especially for the poor who cannot afford to purchase them from the market. And such special services, in one example we have the healthcare, and other examples you have to think on your own that which are such facilities provided by the government. So that's why government means that I want to say you like public healthcare services. So we are first having two categories, public health services and private health services, and now we will be starting with the public health services. The public health service is a chain of health centers and hospitals run by government. So these are all run by government. Each and everything is funded by government from the taxes we pay. We have already seen this is an example. They are linked together so that they cover both rural and urban areas. Means they provide facilities, means government provide health facilities to both these sections. Means they are providing to the urban as well as to the rural areas. They are linked, and that is the reason it can provide in both the areas. But as you can find ahead, that they cover both and also provide treatment to all kinds of problems. They cover both the areas, rural and urban, and also provide all kinds of problems treatment. So they can treat any kind of patients from common illness to specialized services. So even specialized services, you cannot forget the story of Hakim Sheikh. You have seen that particular story. Still the judgment of the court is remained. In this part itself we will be finishing with the judgment, and most probably whatever the judgment you have thought would be very near with the answer. So at the village there are health centers where there is usually a nurse and a village health worker. So at village level, though there is not a big staff, but if required then they can refer the patient to the higher level. Means this is we are talking about primary healthcare service. Then there is a secondary, and then also we have the tertiary. So here we are discussing about only primary level, that is a village level. There is only a nurse and a health worker. They are trained in dealing with common illnesses and work under the supervision of doctors at PHC, that is primary health center. So that nurse and village health worker, they work under the supervision of doctors. Means this health worker, obviously you can understand now, he or she is not a doctor, but as they are assisted by, means they are supervised by doctors, and that's why they can perform their duties well. Such a center covers, means such a center, I want to say, that is primary health center. Means such primary health center, means one primary health center can cover many villages in rural area. Means for 4, 5, 7 villages also there can be one PHC, that is primary health center. At the district level we have district hospital that also supervises all health centers. So at district level, which district hospital we find that supervises all health centers, like all PHCs are under the supervision of district hospitals. Large cities have many government hospitals because of the area and population being very vast. They need many government hospitals, such as the one where Aman was taken, and also specialized government hospitals such as the one Hakim Sheikh's story. So we are back to the story about Hakim Sheikh, but still we are not on the way. So the health service is called public. Why it is called public? So we have the reason, because it is for all the people, it is provided by the government, we can say. So that's why it's a public health service. In order to fulfill its commitment, means public healthcare system, government's commitment of providing healthcare to all citizens, the government has established these hospitals and health centers. As the government has committed for providing healthcare facilities to citizens, and that is why the government has established these hospitals and health centers. Also the resources needed to run these services are obtained from the money that we the public pay as taxes. So these government hospitals are run with the money paid by the taxes, means by the people, we the people of India. So that's how we can say it is a public hospital, because it is run by the people only. Hence such facilities are meant for everyone. So in this hospitals there is nothing like that only a particular mass of people would be attained or would be given treatment. It is for everyone. And one of the most important aspect of the public health system is that it is meant to provide quality healthcare services either free or at a low cost. So you can understand the most important, as it is said, most important aspect, which is the most important aspect of public health system, that it provides quality healthcare services either free or at a low cost, so that even the poor can seek the treatment. So even the poor also can get treatment, because you have seen it provides treatment at very low or free of cost. Another important function of public health is to take action to prevent the spread of diseases. There are number of diseases which spread faster, and to prevent the spread, the public health facilities only work, that is like TB, malaria, jaundice, cholera, number of diseases which spread. We are also helped with the example like diarrhea and chikungunya. So to prevent the spreading also they work, and this has to be organized by the government with the participation of people, otherwise it is not effective. So the government does all these things, but it requires the participation of people. For example, when taking up a campaign to see that mosquitoes do not breed in water coolers, rooftops, etc. So this is the duty that every single individual should do. Only the government task force would not be able to check everywhere. It is our primary duty to take care that the mosquitoes do not breed in water coolers at our home or in the rooftops. So that's why it is said the participation of people is required, and this has to be done for all houses in the area. Now recall the case of Hakim Sheikh. Would you like to know what the court said in this case? Obviously, you would like to. So let us continue. So you will be given the answer in last, but still we have some sort of stories. According to our constitution, it is the primary duty of the government to ensure the welfare of the people and provide healthcare facilities to all. You can find the answer of the court. According to the constitution, healthcare facilities should be provided to all, but Hakim Sheikh was not. The government must safeguard the right to life of every person. So the government must safeguard, but in this case there was a trouble. The court said that the difficulty that Hakim Sheikh had to face could have cost him his life, means he could even die. In such a situation, he had critical situation, he had head injuries, and he would have died if he wouldn't have got proper treatment. And if a hospital cannot provide a timely medical treatment to a person, it means that this protection of life is not being given. So here there is, you can understand, right to life of every person, the government must safeguard it, but here this right was not protected, because he would have died if the timely treatment was not given. The court also said that it was the duty of the government to provide the necessary health services, including treatment in emergency such situations. He was in emergency situation, because of head injuries. He was in a serious condition and he needed emergency situation treatment, but he was not given. So the court said that it was the duty of the government to provide necessary health services. Hospitals and medical staff must fulfill their duty of providing necessary treatment, means whoever is available, medical staff, means from nurse to the chief doctor, whosoever is, they all should provide the necessary treatment. It is their duty to provide the treatment. Hakim Sheikh was denied treatment at various government hospitals, and therefore the court asked the state government to give him the money that he had spent on his treatment. So you can find ultimate answer that the court asked the state government to pay whatever he had spent on his treatment. because the government, you can find here, as he was not given admission in any of the hospital, and that's why the state government had to pay whatever he had spent on his treatment. So now we have the private health facilities, but before that we have some question. In what ways is the public health system meant for everyone? So public health system means, what does it mean for everyone? We are also given with the next part, list some primary health center, that is PHCs, or hospitals near your place, and from your experience, whether by visiting one of them, if you have visited, from your experience find out the facilities provided and people who run the center. So who are those people, either that is public or private, and also share your experience. Now we are starting with the private health facilities. There is a wide range of private health facilities that exist in our country. Wide range. You will find that now there are large companies investing and running their own hospitals. They have the chain like structure, that they are also having number of hospitals. So such facilities is now growing day by day in our country. A large number of doctors run their own private clinics. In rural areas we find registered medical practitioners known as RMPs. So who is an RMP? That is registered medical practitioners. So that is RMP. In rural areas we find such RMP doctors. Urban areas have a large number of doctors, and many of them providing specialized services. There are hospitals and nursing homes that are privately owned. We have also nursing homes which are owned by private individuals, and there are many laboratories that do test and offer special facilities such as X-ray, ultrasound, etc. So we are discussing something about the private hospitals, private health system in India. There are also shops from where we buy the medicines. So you can find we have wide range of private health facilities. Urban areas there are number of doctors running their own private clinics. In rural areas we find registered medical practitioners, they are known as RMPs. Urban areas also have a large number of doctors, many of them have specialized services being provided. So there are a number of things we find with the private hospitals or private health system. As the name suggests, private health facilities, private means they are not owned or controlled by the government. Unlike the public health services, in private facilities, patients have to pay a lot of money for every service that they use. You can now recall the experience of Ranjan, who was taken to a private hospital. At the counter itself, he said at the reception only they had to pay rupees 500 before even meeting the doctor. Today, the presence of private facilities can be seen all around. In fact, now there are large companies that run hospitals, and some are engaged in manufacturing and selling medicines. So now there are large companies which are growing day by day and providing the medical facilities. Medical shops are found in every corner of the country also. Means now we are growing day by day with the private sector. So as you can find that there are medical stores even found in every corner of the country. So this is the end of the part 2. I request you to read with the lesson if you haven't. I request if you have already, then please read it once again. We will be starting our part 3 with the subheading Healthcare and Equality. Is adequate healthcare available to all? So till then, keep reading, keep learning. Thank you.